Hey VQED, hey Maximum Thrust, this is Rock. Just coming at you real quick for a quick note. You said you wanted to just look at um, the level 8 or 8-minute fight that occurred and just a big picture question on how to play, what to do, and kind of how to function as a group. So, as always, we look at win conditions to start. You guys have some two really nice late game scaling heroes, obviously, in Vala and Nazebo. Um, this map is super heavy on camps. You're nice. I think you can do camps pretty well too. Nazebo isn't necessarily the fastest, but he's pretty safe at doing it. And then Vala can do it pretty good. And then Thrall kind of has a weird spot where he can't really wave clear, but he can definitely hold a lane and not lose. So definitely looks good. Definitely you do have to watch out for them cheesing. Oh, you found him. I said just because they have the Greymane, but unfortunately X found him by himself. And so I think if we thought they might be splitting and you're only going to send one, have him obviously come this way. And then you guys got the rag in return, so it's not terrible. Um, so they got a whole tower, chunk of the wall, a noob zoning, so you found him. Yep, oh, you got the root, that was pretty cool. So as we're sitting here running, again, just kind of big picture, what our goals and objectives are for this match. So one of the things that you want to do is you want to be able to pick out your objectives. The first objective always spawns bottom. So if you know that, you don't know where it's going to be. Right? I think we're cheating and knowing that it's going to be here, but it's the first objective on this map is always bottom. And so if you're the right side camp, you want to get this camp out first because this is not going to be able to split push during the objective seed. So getting this one out first means that you can then time one of these two, or just upper camp. So that way, if you can fight for the bottom seed or stall for the bottom seed, obviously this camp is pushing, and so then you have numbers and they have to answer it. Or in the opposite case, if this seed truly does spawn here on this side and it's not favorable for you to fight, you guys can push really hard top with your camp. So that way when they are doing this, that means they're not answering this. Specifically in your question, like I said, it's going to be 8 minutes in, so we'll skip to it in a sec. But you were asking on what exactly should we do when looking at being stalled by an objective and how to play the composition. So your team actually has the potential to stay and fight for a long time. And then obviously you identified their win condition correctly. This is a very macro heavy with the emphasis on burst, right? Like they can get kills, but this is super macro, right? Like having a Sonya's macro, Rhaegar's macro, Greymane's macro, and Brag's macro. So they will be able to outpush, outsustain you. So you guys are going to be required to not only win with the objective, but push well with the objective, and you need to scale. Especially if you want your Vala and Nazebo to carry you, you need this game to go long. So even from level 1, you guys should be talking about how do we get this game to go long? How do we protect the Vala? How do we ensure that we don't just get dove? Right? You mentioned that Cocoon comes out and then makes Diablo's life painful, or they Cocoon Diablo and they just dive and kill people. One of the things that obviously can be helpful post 10 it won't matter, but we don't have a cleanse. So making sure that the areas that we're fighting over, we have potions and are able to do that. So let's kind of see how we start with our rotations. So obviously, Vala's doing that camp. Nazebo stop, that's fine. And so Vala and Thrall don't need to be on that camp. It'd be great if one of them was working the top camp. And obviously, Vac is the worst wave clear on your team, but he needs souls. But you guys are doing camps, so it's okay. If you're kind of showing in lane though, so a new brag also showed, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, so at this point, you need to be finding. Okay, you guys are starting to do the camps. That's good. So someone has to be down here to help NT push this bot camp, right? So both teams did the right thing and got the early camps out early. So somebody has to come down. You found a rotation. Yes, you can try and cut him off as Diablo, but it's one of the hard things is you can't do tons until you're like 7. Okay, so Thrall's going to be one that answers. That's fine. Paul's doing the camp. That's fine. Naz in a rag. That's fine. Yeah, they're all missing. We see 3 bot. So this is one of the problems. The Thrall can't answer bot. Thrall will just slow it down, right? He'll slowly lose is the idea, right? He can't really die unless there's multiple. Okay, we're going to go help him. Okay, so the seed did spawn on that side, right? So how can we play the game as long as possible or take advantage of other things? Because of either our lane setup choice, right? Either I think Thrall into Rag is a super favorable matchup for Thrall. So I would have loved to have Thrall into Rag instead of Nazebo into Rag. But obviously, like, you can't necessarily always call that or predict that. But as a team, we can choose that. And so if Thrall was here into Rag, Nazebo can help clear this faster and maybe doesn't need the rotation of the team, which means you guys can potentially poke this out and slow it down. You don't really want it, but you don't necessarily want to give it for free either, right? And so it's like, if you can get some value elsewhere on the map, right? Like taking this top camp would be pretty big. Greymane's not showing. He's been missing for a while, so he might be on this top camp. Yeah, there they are. They're waiting on it, right? They're timing it so that way this pushes while you guys fight here. So they're ahead on that macro and on those camps. So from the beginning, this feels like it's going to be a hard match just because they have so much macro pressure compared to your guys's more or less lack of wave clear in 2 slots. Diablo can't wave clear and Thrall can't super wave clear. Deckard's not bad. He has to take Ruby or one of the gems to be able to wave clear, and then obviously Naz and Vala. Vala does it slow, like she's not bad, but having instant wave clear on their team makes this really hard for you guys. I think it's a little greedy flat. Like obviously you can get some stacks, but like your team needs you over here. So waves cleared. They have that camp advantage on us. Vax catching soak, trying to help clear. It's a little dangerous, yeah. Okay, so we are gonna fight them at this seed, or are we looking for a kill? Because early game fights on Diablo were kind of sketch. Oh, I got the Rhaegar? Oh, we're split there. Hold on. I don't know if, like, obviously we want to do both, but like, we need to work together here on this one. This one's a pretty. So we were positioning, knowing that we need to do something, whether it be clearing mid or push for the seed, right? So this Rhaegar is out of position if we wanted the Rhaegar, right? This seed is hard to poke in general. The best poker on your team is Deckard, and Deckard's in the mid lane. So to me, like, as Thrall's rotating up, like, Vax looking to poke, but like, Flatline should be saying, hey, Rhaegar's out of position. Rhaegar's by himself. And like, you can rotate up right here, button wrap, and kill the Rhaegar. Right? Yes, they get the seed, but this is their seed anyway. But this at least puts the momentum in your favor to where you guys can then take that kill, get that camp, maybe push with it. Just prepare for the next seed, because the next seed's going to be top middle. So, because stalling down here, right, you poked and you missed the target, and now Rhaegar gets away too, and then you can't poke again. Oh, you do it. Okay, you deserve to die for that. Yeah, see, and so then you end up overcommitting, trying to poke. Like I said, I'm like, this is a fast fight type thing. Diablo needs souls, he needs 7s. This in general should not be a fighting position. This is a, like, can we stall them safely position. And the reason that this is such a hard thing is it's on their side. Like, if this truly goes into a tug of war, how long can we battle phase, right? They have 2 wells that are much closer to tap than you guys do. So, like, in a war of attrition, they will eventually win this out. So, I was okay with, like, looking for the Fire Stomp poke, but once you didn't have it, and the team was also not following up behind you, you had to just give, I think, big picture, if you guys would have communicated that that Rhaegar was out, you could have jumped him. So, I think Volley gets away. She's got speed. Yep. So, alright. Well, they get it. It's not the end of the world. Yes, you still want that camp. As I said, our camp is a little slow. Flatline's not scared. They're gonna backdoor bottom because they most likely guessed or saw that you guys are on that camp. Again, like, you can't do anything down here. Oh, dang. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it takes like 2 of our heroes to take a camp, because if you had anybody here to help, that would definitely could have stopped them and killed them. Alright, this objective is neutral, right? So this is a good opportunity for us to get the objective. Diablo's late. 4v3. It's a good Ruby. You're looking deep. I like the idea. There you go. There's your engage. Flip them. Oh, hold on. Do the rest of the team not see you? Ball is picking up hatred, so that's okay. So right here, we need to be calling, I'm going deep, I'm going deep, I'm looking deep. Because, like, you guys are positioning, not like you're following up on vacuity. You guys are positioning like you're zoning for this bush. Right? Like, you guys backed up and didn't follow up on Vax engage here. Right? Yes, a Nubrax here, but, like, we don't have a cleanse, we don't have anything. Like, to me, this needs to be Vax calling, I'm looking, so everyone can go for that kill. Because he's definitely segregated on his own. But, you know, we don't have any of the damage on the target. Like, Noise shows up to hit him, but, like, now Noise is backing up, right? Like, Noise isn't in danger, but, like, can we as a team now kill Fairy? Kill the killer Fairy? Nope. So, like, it's one of those things where, like, we have 5 people here. We've lost the building. Like, this was gonna die just because of how much early game pressure they had. But we had an opportunity to get 2 kills here while we had numbers up. And it doesn't look like we're gonna get either one. Oh, no, we'll get one. Okay, cool. We got one. We got the seed. Okay. We got our kill. We just hit 7s, right? The call here is knock down top. Don't chase. Like, I don't know if you have any other kills that left here. Like, this death, like, that kill isn't worth, like, even if you do kill him, right? Like, the XP. Oh, man, is my obs not loading? Oh, man. Okay. Like, a hero kill, right? 700, 800 XP, right? Versus, like, getting a wave in a whole building. Like, you guys should totally be supporting and knocking this down. This is your chance to catch back up on the macro, especially since you lost your bottom building. So, you got your kill. They have to run away. I think we push and siege, and then we probably have Thrall, who's low on mana, comes and catches this bot wave, and maybe starts this objective, or catches the mid wave. But, like, yeah, I would have loved to see you guys push once you won that objective. But now we dove under here, and we lost a lot of our momentum. So, now we're coming top, but the camp's already dead. Right, so we had a chance. So, at this point, we're taking the wall. That's about the best we can do. So this is pretty good. The seed's on your side, right? So this is your best opportunity to play slow and split push, right? Like, not necessarily like everybody up here, but you guys can slow play this because they have to come on your side to cap it. And so as long as you're grabbing camps, getting the waves neutral, catching up on levels, right? You don't have to rush to pick this seed up. You can just attack them when they come to do it. So there's a gray mane showing. Yep, good vision. There's 2 of them there. All right. We came with half health. Yeah, this is a little weird. Did you have tap? It feels like you came here with half health. So your devils do. So you should be looking for a globe. Your tap is up. So, like, if you know you're going to be fighting, you should be pre-tapping. Not just in general to be healthy, but as devils do, that gives you like a whole nother health bar. So if you know you're going to be fighting, feel free to pre-tap because it gives you more health regeneration. So, because like you're coming to this fight half health, right? Like if you had tapped, then it doesn't matter that they're hitting you. You can stand there and tank it because your regeneration would outpace it. So, I also just noticed your build. It's not the end of the world, but I just noticed that you are not W build. Okay, so they got 10s before us, right? Most of that, if we take a look, is going to be because of the XP, right? They've got over 1k more, almost 2k more minion XP just from soaking the map. They've gotten 1 more merc camp than us. Not the end of the world. We're bad at merc camps, we know that. And then a little bit of structure XP just from the early game push. They got the bottom building and the tower, right? So it's not the end of the world. They're going to hit 10s first at the rate they were going. But again, this is part of why it's like we don't have to take this fight fast. But now that Vac's low and they're 10s, now they want to take this fight fast. And so here they come. You got to get those potions. Oh my gosh. You got the mini ancestral, but we were channeling the objective. I guess it's okay. I don't like that. Again, it feels like we're not on the same page, right? Like we're engaging while someone's channeling. Like I can understand if you want to stall while someone channels, right? But like stalling is like we're positioning here and making sure that they can't hit the channeler, not engaging deep. Obviously, you engage deep to try and get all the potions as well, but it's more of an observation. They do have leap, and they did use cocoon there. I'm not sure when the cocoon got used, but cocoon did get used there. So I did see the ancestral go out to save the Nubrak. So we almost have 10s. Again, we're slowing it down. Okay. Ooh, this looks good. Oh, we got leapt on the background. We definitely have the noob. Oh my gosh, so sad. Might be able to kill him. It's gonna be so close. Naz is there. Naz, don't miss. Good job. He's dead, Naz. Don't chase. Oh my gosh. He missed our auto attack. Okay, we got that one. Dino probably dies. But Ector dies. Trade. Ector's leading on a goose chase. Yeah, the longer the Ector stalls, the... Okay. Chaotic as heck. It worked out. Okay, so big picture, this seed is theirs. There's no way that we can get this seed. So I would be looking to do anything else that we can. Like, they're down 2, but not long enough. I would not be trying to force on this seed. I would be looking to get our waves, get our things evened back up. Oh, there's an opportunity. Unfortunate. And here comes the Rag Core. Yeah, so this is another reason why just being on this half of the map is incredibly difficult, is because Rag can interrupt this objective, right? And this one, I believe. Well, maybe not. I forget. I think he's got some enough range where if you do like the triple meatball, like the 1, 2, 3, you can hit this one too. But like Rag being able to stall here, just 100% negated any of the time and advantage you guys could have came over here. Like looking for a +1 kill would have been good, right? Which is maybe what you guys were doing here. Did you run over here thinking that you had an opportunity to get a kill? No? Okay. Well, there's someone was there, right? Like, I'm good with this idea. Let's get one more. Let's get one more pick. Let's do one more good thing. Right? I'm glad that Dino's catching Soak. We're down a whole level, and it's all due to Soak. Right? We're now down still 2.3k, so we're down worse than we were just a couple moments ago. So, like, in my mind, like, this is not a seed that we're fighting over. This is, again, a seed that we're stalling. We want to scale, right? We want Nazebo to get 20. We want Vala to get 16. If this is AA Diablo, we want Diablo to also be scaling, right? So to me, this playing for this seed isn't good. Looking for a kill is fine, right? Like you looked for the kill, you didn't get it, then we back up. Like we just walk away. Oh, okay, it didn't happen, right? Like now we disengage because like trying to force this seed. I guess maybe you can channel it, and then once you hear the rag, like. So once you hear Rag, oh, you almost killed it. Yeah, like you're so close to getting kills and stuff, but like this is just not favorable anymore, right? Like because now they're gonna get the 5v5. We're half health. We're low on mana. This is so hard. See, X tried to channel, right? Like this is a good idea to block the channel, but like we just didn't sync up our stuff enough, and now we're in trouble. So, yeah. Let me double check my notes, but I'm pretty sure this is the fight you asked me to look at. Okay, yeah. Can you look at that fight? I'm unsure what they're thinking to do here. Specifically, once they engage in Cocoon Diablo, we just get destroyed. Yeah. So again, let's look at the map state and look at our win condition, right? So, okay. So we just killed the Rhaegar, right? The Rhaegar died over here. and we live down here. So with 2 dead, what is the either most XP we can get, the most macro advantage we can get, or the biggest, bestest thing that we can do with someone dead, right? So my first thought is once Thrall's done clearing this, Thrall goes and picks up this, and then he safe soaks this bot lane down here, right? So Thrall's got a 1, 2, 3, right? Like we are missing some soak down here, but like Thrall can't be in 3 places at once. So if he's able to do that, then the 4 of you guys can push top and at least put some damage on this building, right? Like if you put damage on the building, we can be in the vicinity to poke. Because Deckard can poke with both triangle and cube from over this wall. Right, Deckard doesn't add much to Siege, at least not until 13. So I would probably have you 3 guys start hitting this wall, get some damage down, and then having like some Deckard potions for you, but just having him be in position. And then once they start to show, or once they have numbers, Diablo can come here to make sure that no one gets invaded. But yeah, this is a poke and slow play. Let's catch up, because as much like if they were still dead for another 10 seconds, the timers aren't long enough. Yes, we can invade and look to capitalize and make it 3 of 3. But just playing on their side of the map in general is always hard on this map. So I would not push for this engage. So I think that's the biggest thing, is like looking at their tools and identifying that they drafted someone that can poke you on the channel, right? It's no different than if the enemy team has a Deathwing. So it's like, how do you channel the objective from the Deathwing, right? Like it takes 2 or 3 people channeling to ensure that you actually get the channel when the Deathwing is skyfalling, right? So if that's going to be the case, that means that they have to be dead long enough that you can outlast it. They're not dead long enough to outlast it. And then on top of that, like we're just not together as 5. If we really, really wanted this, and we were committing, we need this fight pre-13, we're not going to get another chance, understood. Then Thrall needs to be here, and we force that 5v5, right? Like 5v5 from the get-go, like from the right now. I don't think he can leave and get soak. If you really wanted this that badly, you need to bring all 5. But I just don't think it's the right call. So, because if you had Thrall here in your group, Thrall roots either one of these targets. Like, sure, he could get stunned too, but the root might make it to where one of those actually dies. Right? And so now the element of surprise that we have is gone. Yes, we're 5v5, but now we're stuck in this catch-22 of, like, who's channeling and who's doing what. So, like, big picture, Vac shouldn't be channeling. If you really want to try and capture this, Vac is your other body, right? Thrall's a body, Vac's a body. The person that should be channeling is probably X, because X has the least amount of immediate follow-up damage. And then Flatline can be zoning or dropping potions on whoever's low, right? You don't want him channeling because then he can't be putting potions down. So, um, right? So imagine, again, for a second, X was over here channeling, right? And Diablo was right here. That's a dead Nubrak, right? He's not allowed to step up and poke here if you guys switched who was doing what job. So every time you go to channel, you have to think about who's channeling and what's the objective and what they want to do. Because if you want to quick cap this, right, like... Okay, you call cap, 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 cap. We want to cap this. Okay, if you're quick capping, Vac immediately steps up here. So that way Vala can step up more. Dino can cover the south like he was doing. X can channel, because X, you know, can throw long-range frogs, can throw long-range spiders, and Flatline needs to put potions down, whether it be for our team here immediately, or to line up a ruby. But because you're channeling, right, like obviously this channeling immediately gets interrupted, but because you're channeling, we're not stepping up to this bush to punish the new Brack that's here. It's like that new Brack dies 100% if he gets wall banged at all. So, and then with the new Brack dead, right, we got +1. Now can we fight for this objective? There's a good chance that we can keep the rag stuck here trying to interrupt, and then you can get one more, right? Like without the Anubarak being able to cocoon you, you guys have a lot of damage to um, punish them diving. No cleanse hurts, but I don't think they can one-shot somebody without the Anubarak, right? Like even if they, jump on somebody with Ulysses, right? To be able to jump, bullet, lock someone down long enough to kill somebody, like Dino's pretty tanky. He won't die that fast. Vala's the one that's the most in danger, but Vala should be the safest and the one to be able to survive. You got sleep. It sounds doable. So if you really wanted to do this fight, which my first thought was don't do, but if you really want to do this fight, I think you need to have the right people channeling. So, all right, that's the short one. I answered your question. Good luck. Excited for NGS this season. Hopefully your team will have a lot of fun and will live and learn and continue to do better in the game. This is Rock. Catch you on the next one.